I have a precept here for you. This is Haggai chapter 1. I'll start at verse 5. It says, Now therefore, thus says Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Yeah, go there, work hard. Almost 18 hours a day you're working. Taking 3 hours rest. Sowing much, you're going out there and jamming them. And you're bringing in scrums. You're bringing in scrums for all that hard work. For all that hard work, scrums you're bringing. When you're supposed to hard work you're supposed to get big money.
Can.
Everybody working real hard, you're supposed to get big money. They're bringing in scrums just to pay bills and eat. Nothing else. Well,
It says, Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
yeah.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
God.
Ye clothes, you, but there is none warm. And ye that earn wages, earn it wages to put in a bag with
So
holes.
he's in a bag with holes. You know? Like to show off Jake like to say, hey, I have a hole in my pocket, man. How many money gone, man? Like Jake.
Gone.
You know the Bible is Jake. You don't say that?
A man sang a song so Sam Stone came home.
God.
Yes.
God.
There's a hole in daddy's pocket.
Yeah.
All the money goes.
Because why? Curses. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native, all you're underneath a curse. And it's from the Most High, the living God. Alright? That's the reason why all you're living, all you're underneath a curse.
Gone.
Scripture say, who God bless, no man. No. So like, people say that who God bless, no man curse. What about who God curse? Which man God bless? Which man God bless who the Most High curse? No man God bless who the Most High curse. Understand?
Balaam and Balaam.
Balaam and Balaam.
This is Jeremiah 5 and 17. And they shall eat up thine harvest and thy bread, which thy sons and thy daughters should eat. They shall eat up thy flocks and thy herds. They shall eat up thy vines and thy fig trees. They shall impoverish thy fenced cities, wherewith thou trusted with the sword.
God. That ultimately you so-called white people. You understand? All you're going to come and bomb rush you and bombard you and destroy you, just like all you did 70 AD, just like you did at the time when you was in West Coast Africa, when you come and you took up all these so-called black people, which was Israelites, and shackle them up and slam them on a boat. Alright, ram them like sardines on a boat, bring them over here to the west, and how we living like dogs up to this day. Hand them out. Literally hand them out. And the only how we could get something is if we bow down to you. But guess what? We bowing down to you. See the men behind here? For the most part, them bowing down to you so-called white people. You understand? Why should we bow down to you? We is the gods of this earth, not you. You know?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, starting at verse 6. Folly is setting. Starting at verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler.
So that King Solomon seen a vision like it's an error, like it's not error, like the ruler, he said an error which proceeded from the ruler. The ruler is the Most High. So he's saying like the Most High make a mistake in what I'm seeing here. I don't understand what I'm seeing. You understand? It's like, what's going on?
Things upside down.
Things upside down. Swear.
Verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Folly is set in great dignity. That is these elites, these so-called white people, alright, set up as the rulers of the earth. You understand? But
And the rich sit in low place.
the rich are the people on this side. so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And what make we rich? Alright, the word of the Most High make we rich. Let me get Romans 11:33.
This is Romans chapter 11, starting at verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches, depth of the wisdom and knowledge of power, how unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of power, how unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out.
Right, so you say the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. Alright, so that is what makes you rich. When you read Deuteronomy 4:6, they say, this is your wisdom and your knowledge in the sight of the nations, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Alright, so when they say the rich sit in a low place, they're talking about we Israelites sitting, basically serving the wicked of the earth. You know, the Israelites serving other nations.
This is Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan.
Right, so you say, I know thy works and poverty and tribulation, but thou art rich. Because why? The word of the Most High we know. Scripture say, for things pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. You understand? We know the words of the Lord, so that make we rich. We had the real riches. We saw our carnal riches. We have real riches.
This is Luke chapter 12, verse 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupted. For where your treasure is, there is your heart. Sorry, for where your treasure is, there your heart be also.
Riches, the heavenly knowledge. Understand? Understand? That is the true riches of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And through this riches, we go and inherit physical riches in the kingdom of heaven.
It's Tobit chapter 4 verse 21. And fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth if thou fear Yahweh, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight.
Right. Thou hast much wealth if you fear Yahweh, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight. That is wealth. That is wealth.
Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 21 verse 20. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish man spending it up.
Treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise.
Well, Sam said, my cup runneth over. That is what? With the wisdom.
This is Colossians chapter 3 verse 1. It says, if he then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of power. Set your affections on things above and not things on earth.
Set your love on things above and not things on earth. For one, the earth will not perish. Alright, scripture says for things temporal are temporal. That's what he said. Things eternal. Yeah, things on earth are temporal. Things of in the kingdom basically is eternal. Things of the spirit is eternal.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 10. As sorrowful and yet always rejoicing, as poor and yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things.
Having nothing and yet possessing all things. Because we broke. we broken. We doing this work right now. We actually preaching. Not asking none of you for no money. We don't live in mansions. We don't have that. We doing this out of love for Yahweh, but Hashem Yahushua, and fear for the Lord.
That's right.
In hopes that we go and we might, if we sincere, we also see we sincere, we might get something.
If we were of the election.
If we were of the election, God, we not doing this for no fucking physical gain and physical wealth and all. No, this is not what this is about.
Luke 6 verse 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. You understand? So we blessed because we poor. We actually poor. We are poor.
This is Proverbs 23 and 23. It says, Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
God, so we're not supposed to sell this. Understand? We're not supposed to sell it.
There's James 2:5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not Yahweh chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith?
Poor of this world, rich in faith. Tell you what rich in. He believed that a so-called, as people would call him, a so-called black man, going and come and deliver we from this place. That is ultimately the belief. You understand? That is the faith. That is what we believe in now. That we're going to get taken up by so-called UFOs and come out of this corrupt, evil, demonic, devilish, wicked, hateful system is so point place. You understand? That is the faith. We rich in them. But we poor on a physical level. We don't have.
Scripture says, riches profit nothing in your world.
God. God.
Our precept, this is Sirach chapter 1, verse 28.
Hey, and to show how riches ain't gonna profit. Hey, scripture says there shall not be no room for Egypt. So in that doing it because Cameron talking about implementing the cashless system. So all your hard labors, what you're gonna do, ain't gonna be for nothing. Because guess what? It's either to keep your wealth, you're gonna have to take chip. So then where's the labor? The labor's in vain. So just labor to scripture says labor not for that which not corrupt, but labor for basically the kingdom of heaven. That way the prayer you put forward to labor for the Lord Yahweh.
That's right.
Scripture said the zeal of thy house had eaten me up. Because I think it's Barton Lee sing this song. Everybody must work. Work is a thing that you should love. Yeah, work to receive this word. Work to receive this knowledge. The richness of this word. Because that is what going to save you. Understand?
It says, yeah, Sirach chapter 1, verse 28. Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor. So, when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart. So, yeah, right?
Right. We said don't come on him with a double heart. Don't come half stepping. Don't come in this truth that is still want to hold on to the things of the world. That is a double heart. A double heart is also what? Not trusting fully in the Lord Yahweh. Understand? Scripture said, fear not my son that we are made poor. Hey, come in this truth, you was made poor. The Lord took everything and the Lord actually weaned from the things of the world. Because the things of the world is the impurities, dross. Lord only want pure silver, pure gold, acceptable mental impurities of adversity. That is why we're going through hardship. This truth is hardship, but this truth actually makes it into a man thoroughly furnished, something the masters use. Understand? So don't come on to the Lord half stepping. You can't fool the most side. Try the hand.
I have well, the continuation, the verse after. It says, verse 29, it says, be not an hypocrite in the sight of men.
Yeah, don't be a hypocrite in the sight of men because the most side will cast it down. And then you're gonna look like a fool in the sight of men. So guess what? When you stand, they take heed of your stand. If you're standing on this foundation, stand on this foundation. Don't tread among the edge of the foundation. Alright? If you're treading along the edges of this foundation, guess what? When it's time for the Lord to do the shaking, you're gonna fall off. Alright? Zach had one this way.
It says Ephesians chapter 3 verse 16. That he would grant you according to the riches of his glory to be strengthened with might by his spirit in the inner man.
Yeah, in the inner man. So that is why the strength in scripture said in 1 Timothy I believe it's chapter 4, bodily profit, bodily exercise profit little.
Come.
You understand? It's up to us